considering he is recycling a lot of these rotational builds. He's going to be a matter of moments here. If Fire Hunter turns around here, that's going to be it for Krusty as he just survives the Storm Surge portion here. Now he gets tagged and out. Just below that other placement threshold, the top 17. As now Fire Hunter Trio is moving on here. Now we're getting into the in-game situation here, where a lot of placement points will be doled out with each elimination. And then we're going to get into the real big-time opportunities for people to put a big kind of like a first strike onto the leaderboard. And Kike's Kite on X8, they tend to fight for height. And here we go. We got 3 trios contesting for height, and they don't pull. What do they do from here, Shio, is the question.
Big investments from Addy and RZ God on the one side. XA Kaidon, though, on the other, kind of have a base that's a little bit more secure. As I say that, we got a nice bridge basically connecting 2 big complexes. I like it. Setting KBT kind of elevate their position off a low ground. 2 very smart. The 6 zone's about to start moving as well. The first game, and while XA tries to move, he gets peeked out on these angles. You got to be building, my man. You're down, and then your duo, or your trio is basically left as a duo. RZ God basically confirms that he has heights.
It's going to be another opportunity for a trio returning into the round 4. RZ God and Resetto, who had a decent performance there in their first setting in the set lobby here, looking to better themselves here in the opening match here of game 1 of week 3 here. So Kylix and Kaden now are gonna have to go solo, and this is a still dangerous position here. You're basically second from height, and you're knowing you're already lost a member, X8. This is gonna be rough. They're gonna decide to give it up and go down below, and you know what happens when you go down below.
Lost members, lost shields, and lost mats. Kaidon's also just not by him at all right now. Kylix basically operating as a solo. Has to find something on the backside of Storms. Not going to really see much. And right now, it just looks like he's lost 2. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be or see, and your teammates aren't beside you. Meanwhile, the Symptos looks like he's a solo on second height. He has a very good loadout right now. Big AR in the inventory. A nice blue pump to hit big shots, but it's trios, my man. This is not a solo competition. You're going to have to do something big here to make it up for your team. Here's some nice shots rolling in. King Karma goes down. You see the ebb and flow, the reversal effect, Newton's second law of motion, I believe, but we'll see what the Symptos has to do past that fact. 5 elims, he's popping off, still going in the box at the head with Wolfie straight in the face, and he takes out the big AR controller gods.
Deceptos 6 limbs right now, putting on a great solo performance, making his way from the back. And when you make your way from the back, we'll take that nice cash in right then and there. But it is RZ God's trio up top, looking for a great way to get a victory royale here. But we all know it's the low ground that you'll be able to rack up a lot of points here. Kylix and Kaiden working away as a duo. Kylix getting tripped up. That's Predoxy there, getting that not credited to them. But RZ God looking really strong at height, considering that they're still on hard mats.
Kaidon found Kylix, then they found the zone as well at the same time. Unfortunate for them, but they got all that placement. Right now, it's all about Estredo, Artie, and then at the same, or Addy, and at the same time, RZ got all the way up top. We'll see Fredox all the way down below. Also kind of making his way right under them. Very smart, because it's very hard to kind of beam down directly on the floor you're under. While that goes down, Snooze Lose kind of moves forward as well as a solo player. Takes advantage of position, trying to play that little bit of heals just to be at maximum HP to take shots down below. He'll have to make an edit play or things are basically over.
Snooze lose another solo performance here, but the trios actually put 6 elims total here. This is going to be a big time opportunity here to get that leaderboard stake, as I mentioned before.
Still is under thinking out Steady Cammy Tick, but then he gets traded on from Magic as well. Fredox, who was moving forward with such good position, gets taken away. Cammy, though, is actually alive while Steady and Tico down as a solo on low, but he gets dropped down by Paco. That was a huge shot right up to his dome, and now Paco has that low ground solo clutch potential in his bones.
Oh no, the zip line here is going to cause some chaos as RZ God's trio uses it. Kubix and Jatsu here are the duo trying to hold on as much as possible. 38 points, looking really solid here for RZ God here, but this is going to be very difficult here. Look at them, that height, all their building is out. They're going to have to work their way down. This is always dangerous from height. They look pretty confident using their hard mats here, but now it's an opportunity that you're just got to go down there with your pumps and shotguns to try to get in there. No connections here. Kefi goes down. RZ God and Kubix looking pretty solid. AD and Rosetto get the dub and the victory royale. Here we go. Seti, Tiki, and Cammy here, who were picked by Levin to do so well into this match here. And as well as Riso, the analyst boys put all their chips down on the table here for Seti, Tiki, and Cammy, considering that they have been doing so consistent here in round 4. And look at him, Seti going all the way through, pickaxing his way through all the brick.
And all they need to do right now, the stakes for this is just get the top 5, get max placement. Everyone in this lobby is looking for consistent games. It's not just about winning right now, but having a good pace. So top 5 is what everyone's aiming for. Steady affected down below though. Teak gets knocked down. Andelek's taken out by Wolfies. The Symptos is the one to affect that conversation. Freemock is diving in. Goodbye, Jachugo. Jachugo right back to sleep. Make sure you have some speed. Another big pop off from Freemock. Try harder goes down.
Freemock turning back the hands of time with 5 elims, and he is cooking, baby, on the low ground. Oh my goodness, now he's going up against the big favorites right here. Steady! And he catches Teak on the backside. Did he get Steady as well? Oh, he did! Oh my goodness, Freemock, let's go!
This man is absolutely free and sky high. He's building up, has all the mats, has the power, and the momentum beside him. 7 eliminations. All right, someone's got to stop, and it'll be Arden all the way from high ground that says, okay, relax, my man. Take the 7, find your way home. It's our time now to control hype, but he's affected so many different duos, trios, solos, out in the lobby.
And he put his team in a great position. Now, Wolfie's now solo here. 11 elims. Look at the amount of points they have put in. A huge game here from the Wolfie trio, led by Freemock, Arden, and Fastroki, coming from the high ground, trying to close out. X8 down below. Look, this is going to be one of those zones that's getting buried by the terrain. Can Void kind of get up here? Void is pressure from Fastroki and Wolfie down below. And yeah, bring out the shovels, baby. Fastroki and Arden are burying in this lobby.
Very much well-needed siphon there, too. 2 final teams left, but it's Thunder who's left all the way inside the zone. Position from Fastroki. The big wall won't matter.
Not yet looking back, because look, Ardent Pizza is right there. Very close. And if Ardent Pizza does this again, they may walk away with the victory as a duo.
Gonna be a duo taking over at height, though. It was Fastroki who was alive last time, who was the reason why they ended up taking down Andelek. In this game, though, it'll be about controlling height. It'll be about staying away from the ground because it's spooky down there. The elevation is changing. That means, though, that every single team will have even less mats. Freemock going down in the feed from Wolfies is what I just saw. So they're really pushing their limits on the backside of zone. It looks like, yes, Wolfies did take him out. Wolfie will still be alive, though, as he's moving forward. Lots of different action as 97's finally picked up, and this zone is not going to be easy for anyone to move across.
Default did his best to hold on true. We did see Kasperse, Fixie, and Zenny. They're a trio that like to look for height, but here we go. This is what people want to see. What does Benji, Amplify, and Matzo do on the low ground? They're looking dangerous and looking solid, considering Matzo is low in health. And actually, Matzo, they're going, and Bungie, they're going up. Benji without Amplify, they're going up just a little bit, considering that they did lose Matzo here. They're going back down. Ooh, okay, I like this. Like this nice play. Going to the front side here. They will run to Zenny and Kasperse and Fixie, but they decide to switch layers, and Benji gets tagged from above. Oh no, they're not looking good here.
No, they get edited down too. This is trouble for Benji. But in terms of staying low ground, clutching in these situations, step 1 is always extermination. They want to make sure they take out any other teams beside them that are threats. And because they're not doing that, they can get control. There are no profits, no question marks on step 5 either. They're going to be taken out completely. Amplify left with a sliver of HP that gets picked off as well. Pizza's down below, still clutching out. Paxian, Stasio on height are making sure no one is having an easy time and are punishing all mistakes.
Slender's trio is still up. Slender's trio is still up, so they might have some opportunity to pick up a lot of people that are in shambles. Deceptos goes down, gets knocked. It looks like Floki here getting some big knocks on Marvin as well. Arctex applying the pressure down below. Arctex has been having some very dangerous rotation here. Now they're second from height, looking down below to try and hit anyone on Kasperse. Out goes our Harpoon, doesn't find anything, but Fixie gets an elim in the feed. Fixie, they're looking really solid down below, Shyo.
Right now, it's looking real solid, too. I think Pizza's still alive. If he stays alive right now as DKS gets knocked, he could easily end up taking first place. He's in third right now. The only top 3 we see, Artox is still on the hunt. Big shots down onto Shaykhaz. He can drop down for DKS, too. Does he see him? Almost. He actually didn't catch him. No, and he takes all his shield away because of that. A costly mistake that might cost him in just a second here. Ensar is right above, but there's no mats to edit through for Artox right now. He's separated on a separate layer. I think Pizza is still alive on low, so he's accumulating all these placement points by himself. Sinks up top on height, still dropping down so much control. Last 3 builds for Artox. He gets slapped in the face while he's on low ground. No chance for him. I'm looking over. There he is. Pizza 4K. No HP. Gets another big siphon. Is that a shot on the fixie? I'm not sure. But he's surviving, thriving in the chaos, looking to secure first place, jumping back and forth. So many trios around him on the big wall of Wolfies. He goes for a shot. Doesn't land it just yet. Finally goes down. Slender gets taken out too. Stasio is an absolute phenomenal player from height, and he's taking beams on every single team below him.
He is so high right now, and he's very limited in builds. He's gonna have to make a choice. Baxian does give him an out here. There is a zip line available if he decides to drop on down. Baxian and Stasio working together here. Floki's the last remaining member here. Victory is imminent here for Stasio's duo up there. Floki working through. The zip line's coming in. You hear it. You all know that cuts through builds. Armed with the purple
all
pump.
his builds.
He's took out all his builds. 113! 113 tag, and he just tries to hide behind the...
But once again, every single time Analyx has height, somehow, even though they're so good at playing it, they lose it in this specific zone. They need to be careful.
Here it is. Scram making a move forward with just Scram and Kiko. Patrick did go out down on the backside. Scram in danger of getting chopped again, but Snazy and Elixon squeeze. Scram goes down. The chop was too strong. Some great defense. Fantastic defense from Andalex's trio to stop that push there, that contestant from high. Now Kiko is going to have to go and do it all alone here. Armed with the purple pump, making his way, and no hard mats except 5 builds going forward.
64 points. This was their chance to kind of come back too, but it looks like it's all shambles now as Kiku moves towards the storm. Seti, though, has been knocked down to what looks like the zone. Teak responds back to Artox in the feed. We'll see Kiko kind of picking up the scraps of many different fights down below. Krusty will be free HP behind him, but he doesn't actually make the right move. Pizza goes down, so a chance now for that 4th place trio to catch up.
Oh no, it is Fremok at height with Pepper Power able to take away height so easily from Andalex's trio. Now they're in a great position, but Chayo, they're just a little too high up. They're gonna have to make their way down as Wolfie there is leading the tarp, and they're finding some great angles, and they're gonna try to take advantage, and that Storm Surge tag down below is gonna give them that bullseye target that they need to kind of find someone's in shambles. 4 people have to go down. Fremok, Wolfie, and Default may put in another great performance here in round 3, looking very solid here with some fine opportunities to get some a lot of elims. Down below, you see Jachu sitting on the front side. You see Matzo Amplify Benji just on the back side of the pack, trying to find a way to that front side where they want to be. Kiko, like I mentioned, without any hard mats, now down to soft mats, well, actually down to nothing, maybe 4 builds, and trying to find an opportunity to get inside as much as possible here. No hits right now, down to 3 builds. Looking his way in, goes all the way down, gets tagged here on the layer switch, now on the ultimate low, but gets found out and out.
He gets just knocked away. I think Snazy's still alive somewhere in these builds. Benji is popping off at the same time right beside Floki and Deceptos. Might not be Pleasant Park, but there's still some type of contention. Box to box. This time they'll have all the ammunition available to them. Just fight right beside them over and over. But Freebox right above their walls. He's trying to aim in and knock down. Deceptos, meanwhile, though, doesn't care who's beside him. He looks towards the zone. He gets big knocks, but now he has to run straight past Benji Fishy if he wants to survive.
Looks like Benji is going to be right there holding him up, forces the layer switch from Deceptos, and Floki, they go off it. They do not want to fight Benji. Floki goes down, so it's all up to a solo performance of Deceptos. Deceptos is holding on as much as possible. Already did it once today. Finished in 2nd place in solos. The skill is there. Now making a way to the front side here. Wants to avoid the bottom. If he gets knocked down, he will run right into Benji, and Benji's right below looking for an opportunity. Deceptos here on the 2nd from height at the moment here. You see Snazzy still up. The full trio of Matzo, Amplify, Benji need a victory royale to get their journey up to bite, but it's now Deceptos here running into the blender. How are you alive, Deceptos? He gets taken out right then and there.
Stacy's popping off though on low ground as a solo this entire time. He's doing exactly what Deceptos and Fremok did before. Default up above finally stops his entire reign. How many elims was that though? What does the placement mean for them? A final 2v2, a trio versus what I believe to be a solo player, Marvin, inside the zone. He's got the heals, doing his best Cray impression, but my man, this is not Slurpy Swamp. You're not gonna be able to heal off this pressure right now. Some tags on the Fremok, but Wolfie's there from the backside to be the leader of the Clement. This finds the front side of zone. It's like these guys were based up there to start off. They never had max. Never mind. Erase that from your minds. Kami Teak though, also on that side. I think it's going to be Fremok who's rotating in the latest. I think they're looking for a way to move forward fast. And if I'm not mistaken, I just saw Floki go down in the feed. So I'm not sure what happened on that rotate, but this is looking bad for the 2nd place team.
Cammy, Seti, and Teak with double harpoons in the inventory are going to look to trip anyone that's above them or kind of pull anyone from down below. This is a great strategy that we've been seeing this meta here, looking very strong, looking for any opportunity to kind of break on through builds and triple spray. If kind of they could get a cutoff here, Shyo, on this ground, it's going to be strong for them, as you see Zinni, who's been sitting on top for the entire time, now making a movement, but I don't think anyone really has height on the front side. I don't think anyone can hold it. Looks like Fast Roki maybe making a play for it.
Height doesn't matter too much right now because the top 5 teams are basically on the same layer, and Floki is down. Clement second place is also just at 24 HP. It might be down to the Synthos again. The solo player clutch mastermind might have to do it once more. A big shot makes Clement stay alive, gets the Elim points, has the way to move into zone. Another big shot, but it's not possible. Right behind him, he gets taken out.
Look at it, Wolfie now has on the height. I think that's Wolfie Primock who's able to go on the height. They saw it was free. They sat way back into the storm. Late rotation. Everybody moved early like Clementrio, but they waited, and now they on have height, and they could be another big performance. No. But their big power player, Primock, is out. It's all up to Wolfie in default.
Trying to put a fast one like Fast Roki, but it's not possible. He gets taken out while trying to move with this team on high ground. Wolfie, though, is still popping off. Seti, Cammy, Teak have a chance to catch up here. We know the Symptos might still be alive. The top 4, yes, are still in play. They're in 6th, now jumped up to 5th. They're looking to break top 3, but it's so difficult. Everyone is still alive, and that placement now is going to come in big folds. One of these guys needs to go down. Freemox Elim still gets confirmed in the feed. Wolfie's is still popping off. Cammy picks up another. Ardent is still active. It's the top 5 who are getting all the Elims right now.
Fast Roki took height away from Arden, so now it's Fast Roki Pizza looking very strong, holding on to the top with the ability to kind of push themselves into a 1-2 placement.
The top teams are making an island and an airport by themselves, and they have the most ridiculous, basically, terms and conditions for being able to be in the top 5 with each other. They're barring anyone from coming in with all these Elims. They're making this their own world.
Shay, DKS, who did not have a great match in the previous game, on the backside, making the way forward with the layer switch here, now running into Teak. Seti, this is the bad layer to be on. Teak gets Shizo out you go. Now it's DKS all alone here, but Pizza, Ardent, and Fast Roki trying to push them down here.
Fast Roki got heights. Now they're the ones all the way up top. They're looking really good and trying to go for that 2nd place, maybe even 1st place slot. I think the Synthos, yes, has been fully eliminated. Cammy, though, is in a solo situation. This is what he needs to be and exactly where he needs to thrive, because he needs to get that top 3. Big Elims might start to come through here, but now a top 4 situation. Yes, he got the placement for top 3. Fast Roki's popping off. He's moving up the board. Cammy is trying to stay right beside him, but he's gonna have to take out Ardent and Pizza by himself. Here's the big one on the Ardent. He gets halfway. Is the second one there too? Full Elim in the same box. Big flick on the Fast Roki. Cammy is insane. He's taken out 2 of the best players in the lobby so far, out of height by himself, and it might have been just enough to come through in the top 3 after this game.
That opened up the opportunity for Floyd, Slender, and Wolfie's here to get the victory out here. Look at it, 6 Elims trying to add the 7th here. Only one person here. Oh no, Slender goes down. Pizza, everybody loves Pizza, and Pizza's gonna have a 2v1 situation. Pizza has height, Pizza does it, and down he goes as Wolf.
Right below them for the moment. 2 big teams side by side, but Seti, Cammy, and Teak aren't in just yet. One issue with top teams surviving, right? The 2nd and 3rd place team, is that if Seti, Cammy, and Teak don't pop off with Elims, they're not going to be able to overtake on points at all. Right. If you guys are focusing in right now and trying to understand what to watch for this 6-zone rotation, pay attention to the points right now on screen. Anyone above 150 points has a chance to make it to the FNCS finals, and this is the last qualifier that you have a chance to do so. Floki, Decyptos, Clement, they're going to be rolling in at 4th. They're right outside the top 3. They have a chance. Meanwhile, Pizza, Ardent, and Fast Roki, they hold the line at 2nd place, rolling in.
I got to go back, Clement, with a beautiful cutoff there on Coach Trio. So what a great work right there, getting the front side and cutting them off. But now we're watching Pizza, Ardent, and Fast Roki here in 2nd place with an opportunity to get to the 1st place. They cannot slip off. They're in a decent layer on the mid ground. They do have some opportunities to look down below and maybe shoot some beams this way, but I'm thinking you better just get in as much as possible. You're getting placement points. The E-limbs are not going to essentially rack you up, but they decide, no, Sancho, we're going to try to pick on Lucius Trio, who are rotating in late. You said it right then and there, Shyo. If you get placements, fine, but if the other teams that are below you are racking up E-limbs, they're going to be getting E placements and E-limbs at the same time. So that's why Pizza Trio is taking this risk.
Got to play both sides of the game, and we're dropping a lot of numbers right now. The one we haven't really talked about is First. Who's in first place? Where are they? They went down earlier in the feed. This is why anyone in the top 5 has a chance to come through, and Pop beats an Arden in the same box. They got Jankos. Fixie now is on complete ultimate defense. Can he hold on? Can he not crack? Will he falter is the question. Beats a loss in the sauce. Fasoki out of shield. Arden, this might be the moment where they get taken out and their story ends.
When you're late to rotate, you're in the backside, and that's where bad things happen. And right there, Void out. It's up to Slender and Wolfies to be able to get in. This is our 3rd place team, sitting at 175. The threshold in danger of being eliminated. Wolfies trying to get to the front side. Wolfie's gonna make his way back. His Ardent is right behind them. You gotta watch out. That's 2nd place and 3rd place colliding right here on this layer. Can Wolfies and Slender be able to survive the pressure right now? Zone's gonna push a little bit north here. Opportunity's gonna find. Slender's gonna go attack Seti. Seti, who's in 5th place here. It's very dangerous right now. Engagement between Slender and Seti here. They can trip each other up and allow an open opportunity. Andalix is on height at the moment, but all the focus is what's happening down below between Ardent, and Ardent picks up Deceptos. Big elimination right there for Ardent Trio. It keeps their hopes alive. Just hold off anybody that's going to contest them and take away their top 3 finish. On the bottom right of the screen, it is Wolfies. Wolfies on the low ground. So far, being content with placement points, not taking any kind of risky Elam plays.
He took Cammy out, but goes down in return to Zini. This is going to be so tragic for the 2nd place team, but I feel like they've done enough to be ahead of points entirely. Wolfies, yes, did get fully healed up. 179 points. He's looking to push forward and hopefully get above 190. That's where the 1st place team stopped. He goes straight in the box with a beam. Wolfies doesn't care about your shotgun. This is his box, it's his time, and he has an AR straight to your face. Huge Elim at maximum speed to follow through. We'll see if Thunder can come up behind him. Fast Smokey now has to clutch as a solo as well. 197 points. They've taken over 1st place, and Wolfies is right there, almost there in 2nd.
Keep an eye on Clement and Cammy. If Clement and Cammy, they will have an opportunity to get in and sneak in 3rd place. Seti is the only person there of that trio be able to hold on as much as possible. Has to survive the pressure from height of Andalus and Stacey here. It's Seti. Seti's still up. He takes out Fast Roki. This will be a big, oh no, Seti gets confirmed. X-Squeeze closes the door on that ride. Code on the bottom here. Sniper here has maybe could get into the top 3. I'm not sure. It's gonna be a major pop-off, but 185 locked in right then and there. And Andalix and Snazy and X-Squeeze be a little too late, and the people that were competing for a top 3 are out.
All the top 3 out. I feel like the actual movements in the leaderboard didn't happen, and we'll see the same top 3 we had coming into this game go to the finals, but now it's about overall standings and prestige. Can Andalex and Squeeze and Stacey break their demons, triumph everything they've kind of went through today, and come out with a big game in 1st place? They're going down for the big drop, and it's gonna be
Wolfie, Freemock, and Default. But look at this, boys. Floki, Clement, Deceptos, they finally make the top 3. They came into this last week, were edged out by literally a handful of points, came in 4th and missed it. This week, though, you called it, Reese. They wanted to come back. They had a flame that was ignited inside, and they said, we will qualify. We will make top 3.